What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through politics so you don't drown too. I'm just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. So, again, I am just bringing to the forefront things that anybody who stopped for just a second and said, it ain't really that much different on the other side. And what I mean by the other side is you have people, especially a lot of you wokies out there, who will sit there and complain that men, if they disappeared today, all crime would stop, all women would be protected, nothing violent would ever happen, and everything will be all good in the hood, which is a lie because we've known for quite some time that realistically in America, this I don't know what the statistics are of it, but female predators, it goes unchecked, it goes under the rug, it goes underreported on purpose. And the reason behind that is because that's just the way society is. Society does not view female predators, female molesters, female rapists, whatever you want to call it, the same way as males. It's just how it is. We hold women to a softer, sweeter, nicer pedestal than the way we treat men. That's just how it is. And I'm not complaining that it should change, really. I'm just calling it as it is. So, we just finished doing a video where you had a female teacher groom a young woman and forge papers alongside with help from the school to lie and say that the girl was homeless so that she could continue her sexual relationship within the confines of her own home with nobody to interfere, no prying eyes, so they can do whatever that they wanted to do. I also covered another story that I can't remember because there's so many stories we're covering. We're going to keep covering them. So get comfortable, get some popcorn and get comfortable. Married Illinois special education teacher charged with molesting a 15-year-old student. Extremely disturbing. Also, shout out to you know who you are for sending this to me. I appreciate it, but you owe me like 15 dogs now because you're fucking up. You know you fucking up. And by morning time, I want 15 dogs. That's the currency that me and this person exchanges. Make it happen. You don't want to know the consequences if I don't get my 15 dogs. Talk about actual dogs. Dogs. It's not code for drugs or anything. It's literally dogs. Anyway, let's get it. A married Illinois special education teacher has been arrested for allegedly molesting a 15-year-old student during a tutoring session, according to prosecutors. Christina Formilla, 30, was busted in the Chicago suburbs of Downers Grove on Sunday, days after a student told police she molested him in a Downers Grove South High School classroom in December 2023. Formilla, who married her college sweetheart in August 2024, also coached soccer at the school. Now, I'm going to just stop really quickly. I'm going to just real quick pause and just say, this is not an unattractive woman. The thing that keeps happening with me, and I keep seeing this, is you always hear this thing. Women feel like as though they become invisible once they pass a certain age, which is not the truth. Here's the truth, ladies. It's not that you're invisible, it's that you're getting diminishing returns as you get older because you were so used to things just being easy. The life's the attention that you got, right? Men only get probably one sixth, 1/8 of that type of attention. So when it starts to diminish when women get older, and mind you, it's not all gone. A lot of these women just want everything to happen like Amazon same day delivery. And again, this woman is 30, not ugly, but we've seen women in their 40s. There's women in their 50s that I would take to Pound Town. And plenty of guys will take these women to Pound Town as long as they don't look if they keep if they work on themselves. Plenty of women at all stages of life, guys have no problem with any of this. And we've seen this multiple times with older women snatching up much younger men all the time. So to sit there and act like this doesn't exist, or oh, once you become that, no, the society doesn't care about you. Welcome to the difficulty men has been going through for their entire life. who aren't eights. Welcome to the game. Not an ugly woman. DuPage County prosecutor said Miller coached the boy and was his tutor, and the alleged sexual assault happened before the school day started. The allegations against Miss Miller are extremely disturbing, DuPage County Attorney Robert Berlin said in a statement. It is alleged that she used her position of trust and authority as a tutor and a coach to sexually assault a minor student. The type of abuse and behavior alleged in this case will not be tolerated. Now, look, as a man, there's a part of my brain that goes, I don't understand why I don't understand, I'm sorry, I don't understand why this came to light. Like, how did this come to light? Because a lot of young men wouldn't come forward. This is just the truth. In society, it is seen it is seen in a much lighter light if a older woman predates on a younger male than an older male predating on a younger female. And to be truth, they're both bad, but they're not both equal. They're not both equal because young men, when they're growing up, they're horny as shit. Let's be real here. It's not, again. I know it's both wrong, but again, it's not seen as bad in the day and age. And I'm talking about America. It is not seen as bad as a older male predating on a younger woman. That's just the way it is. That's the way that society. That's the way civilization is. They're both wrong, but That's where we are. And to pretend otherwise is something else. So is this a student? Nope. Wedding pictures from social media show her smiling last fall with her strapping new husband, who played baseball with their alma mater, Concordia. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. The boy's mother uncovered the alleged assault on Friday after she brought him a new phone and was linking it to his iCloud account, according to a DuPage County detention petition obtained by the Daily Herald. She allegedly came across text messages between her son and Miller that discussed sexual contact and even a relationship. After confronting her son, they both went down to Downers Grove Police Department that day to report their allegations. Police caught up with Miller during a traffic stop in the village on Sunday and arrested her. She denied the allegations, the petition states, but prosecutors claim investigators uncovered more evidence indicating sexual contact between the two. The boy reportedly ended the relationship. Photos from Miller's wedding over the summer that were shared on social media show her smiling with her strapping new husband who played baseball for their alma mater, Concordia University, Chicago. Famella is charged with 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse, and 1 count of criminal sexual assault. Oh, man, whatever, whatever. Can we get the ad away? Can we stop with the ad, please? Thanks. And these are the text. All right. Um. So, skin crawling text messages allegedly sent by a married, allegedly or yes or no. Anyway, skin crawling text messages allegedly sent by a married Illinois high school teacher to a 15-year-old student show her professing love and pinning about having sex with him. The police say it's proof she sexually assaulted the boy. Christina Famella, a 30-year-old special ed teacher and soccer coach, yada, 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 okay, allegedly told the victim, I love having sex with you. Well, of course, there's an emotional connection there. Like, I'm not a body language guy or a therapist or a psychologist, but I'm just a common sensicist. And let's be common sensicists over here. She has a bond there's an emotional connection with this person. So what this tells me is even though she just got married to her college sweetheart, she was in college in her 20s. So 18, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. She's 30. She was messing with this boy since she was in 28, probably longer, probably did it with another person. And that other person didn't snitch or say anything. I'm just, so she got married, finally got married to this individual who was in her college, but the drive, the passion, they probably had a rough patch. Probably had a rough patch. Things happen in relationships like that. She probably was seeking attention, Validation. Again, ladies, with the attention. Once you get to a certain age, you feel like as though you don't get attention anymore. It happens. We heard it's a tale as old as time. So now, having sex with this kid, he could probably be being horrible in bed. That don't matter. She'll let him sit there and flop like a fish on top of her. To her, she's having a ball because it's something that she spares that's special with him. And again, it's not shocking to me. This doesn't even move me. I'm just reporting on it. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we don't know what it is. Let's just put it like that. I'm not going to do that. I love you so much, mama, the boys sent Famila in one text. I love you so much, baby. Even though this morning was short, it was perfect, the teacher. Then 28 allegedly responded. See that? See that? No woman better ever sit there and tell another man that she's not happy that he doesn't go the distance with her when they having sex. Because it doesn't matter. If the girl likes you, that doesn't matter. You can get 3 pumps in and be done. She in love. I mean, it won't last, but it doesn't matter if she likes you. So I don't want to hear that anymore. One more time. I love you so much, baby, even though this morning was short. Don't matter. I know, baby. It was perfect, baby. So perfect, the boy replied back before Famila opt about how much she loved having sex with him. Man, I know this is going to be disgusting for me to say this, but man, guys, back me up on this. Y'all know what it was like when you was younger with stress didn't affect performance. When you was at the top of your game, you wasn't fat, you wasn't stressed out, you weren't tired. You knew when you went to go have sex, as long as once you got over the initial pressure of sex, you knew whoever you was gonna go have sex with, you was gonna have a good time. 100%, your body was on the same page as you. So much so, your body took over more than your brain did. I could only imagine being like again, again, luck, lucky dude. Just wish he was a bit older. That's all I'm gonna say. Just wish he was a bit older. Just, again, can you imagine? Unfortunately, it was so short. Could you imagine, right? Guys who have to get in the mood, girls that got to get in the. Okay, whatever. That's neither here or there. Whatever, guys. Back me up on this. Please don't let them torch me. Don't let them destroy me out here. Anyway, police took those messages as evidence that Famila was engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a student and was molesting him over 2 years ago. A protracted assault that allegedly began during the classroom tutoring section in December 2023 and continued until the boy eventually ended it. I'm not surprised that the boy ended it either. And the reason why is because when you have your eyes open and you pay attention to current events and you don't just let everything get swept under the rug, this is not something that's unheard of. That boy probably he liked the teacher. The teacher liked him. It was probably a physical thing with the boy. It was an emotional thing with the woman, right? He probably ended up finding a pair that he really likes. Or maybe she just started to stress him out. Even in his young age. And even in a young age, boys don't like being stressed out. Men don't like being stressed out. When men are stressed out, we do shit like go to war. That's the type of shit we do when we stressed out. We don't like that pressure all that time. We fight. We build shit. We don't want to be stressed out 24/7. We want solutions. She probably became a headache. Who knows? I'm just throwing shit at the wall. It had to be something that he breaks up with her. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If Jason was going around and he had this, which a lot of those weird red pill types will sit there and be like, she's mid. All right. 15-year-old me would have been like, every day. And you would have never knew. Nobody would have known. But again, I am not like everyone else, and everyone else is not like me or the type of person that we are. Some people, again, I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. No one's sitting here saying it's not wrong. I ain't glorifying it either. I'm just saying if it did happen, that's what would have happened with me. I'm sorry. Anyway, I know, baby. I love it so much. It feels so good. It's so passionate. It's so intimate. It's so perfect, the boy said. And again, I'm not looking down on the boy for saying, you know, I'm not, okay, how do I put this? It would be one thing if the boy didn't want it at some point, but the boy was down with it for over 2 years. The only thing I have a problem with is he fucked up and didn't close loose ends. He should have known better. That's all I'm gonna say. So, I know that's fucked up to some people, but again, he was down with it. You don't kiss and tell. I don't care what age you are. You don't kiss and tell. Oh no, I'm advocating for fucking degeneracy. Well, no, I'm advocating for pedophilia. Is it pedophilia? Yeah. Oh no. Sorry, I got a male brain. I apologize. I'm sorry. Again, it's one thing if this boy did not want this and he tried to stop it. But then again, we live in a world where as soon as someone says no, no is no. But again, he wasn't the one who revealed this. It was his mom's. Anyway, police took those messages as evidence that Famila was engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a student and was molesting him over 2 years ago. After police arrested Famila in a Chicago suburb Sunday, they allegedly found writings in her phone notes app that further suggested a sexual relationship with her underage student, the court document showed. But Famila claimed the material in that app was just an outlet for her anxiety. Well, what do you mean your anxiety? You married your high school sweetheart. You fucking and sucking somebody else, and you know she's sucking. You fuck because young boys. I'm telling you right now, young boys looking at them pornos. They man, you know what's funny? When you're young, dude, you see porn and you think that that's how sex is, right? You think that when you're done, you're supposed to just whip it out and blast it in the face. Only, only degenerates and women who are freaks do that shit. I've done it to be funny. I've done it to be funny. Like, okay, okay, let's be real here, guys. The act of pulling out and blasting on a chick's face when she doesn't ask for it is degenerate as fuck. Let's be real, dog. Let's be real. Maybe you want to blast on her titties, right? Maybe you want to blast on the back of her back or some shit, blast on her stomach, right? Maybe in the fish bowl if she asks for it, them fish be hungry. But just blasting a chick in her face. That's degenerate as fuck, dog. We know it's degenerate because it came from Japan, and them people are freaks. But young kids, that's something that would excite them. Again, you could do it to be silly, but every time, nah, that's not normal. Anyway, um, the now former teacher has flat out denied the allegations and said, insisting she's the victim of a frame job and blackmail from the boy she tutored and coached, and that people are targeting her because she's good looking. Oh my gosh, dog. She claimed that one day the boy had grabbed her phone unattended and entered her passcode. Boy, how did he have your passcode? What? Has sent a message to his phone and then deleted the message from her phone and has saved it to his phone as blackmail. So hold up. So he had all of this personal information. All of this. Y'all way too close, dog. That don't even that don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. So he had your personal information in terms of passwords. Man, to this day, every girl I've ever been with, right, hate the password that I've always had in all of my phones because only I know the password and I know the password subconsciously. If you told me how to do the password, I could not tell you step by step. It's one of those things where I can just do the password. But that's the line pattern thing. But again, why does he have your password? He was real close then. Real close. Formilla said everybody comes after her because she's good looking and she's just a good person who cared too much about the boy. The text messages was found Friday after the boy's mother brought him a new phone as they were setting it up. She logged into his iCloud account and discovered them. She took her son to the Downers Grove police station the same day and they reported the alleged abuse. For Miller was charged with 2 counts. Okay, so again, let's look at some of these comments. That's crazy, dog. He broke up with her. I'm sure he wasn't mentally scarred or devastated. She just wasn't that good. What? I'm always amazed how these female teachers can ruin their career and marriage over sexcapade. Is it really worth it? How did the kid get a password to her phone unless she was stupid enough to make it 1, 2, 3, 4? Because he was fucking her. She trusted him. Inappropriate, yes. Skin crawling, absolutely not. This is not rape. Those were two consenting young people enjoying it. Oh no, Henry. Even I know not to say some shit like that. Inappropriate, yes. Skin crawling, no. Reason why is because we know that this has existed for years and years and years. I would even go as far to say, until I'm proven wrong, I believe there are more female rapists or molesters out there who they're more female rapists out there than there are males. Because for males, it's direct. For females, it's manipulation. Women are very good at manipulating. They learned it at a young age with makeup. I said what I said, fight me. I said what I said, fight me. Again, at the end of the day, unless we talk about India. If we talk about India, then yeah, I'm not arguing with you on that. Or in the Middle East, I ain't arguing with you on that. But we're talking about in America. Again, I told you guys about the story about some chick that I liked. And then when me and her were talking, she started really revealing some things about her that I just started seeing red flags. She wanted it was a smaller girl, but she only was interested in younger boys. And the way that she was saying it to me, if you wasn't paying attention to it, it would have slipped by you. But for me, I was listening to exactly what it was, and she was like, she's going on a camping trip with some younger guys. Mind you, this woman was already 19. She was with her friend who was like 17, and another girl who was like 20. And they were going on a camping trip. And in the camping trip, they were also talking about going on a camping trip with with three males, and none of them older than 18. No, none. I'm sorry, none of them older than 18. So we talking 17, 16 type shit. Three males, three females. And she was talking to me about this. And she was basically, and then it all kind of fell in place, right? Every single time that she would talk about the things that she liked, K-pop bands and all of that, you again, don't think a woman who likes cute boys is not a red flag. Not that there's anything wrong with attractive boys or attractive men, but you just got to look at it like this: a cute boy, right? You don't think any of them boys in them schools to them teachers are not cute boys to them? And in their head, they're gonna sit there and make an excuse. Oh well, they had so much power and they were so mature. Never ever get it twisted, because we see women do it in this day and age where they'll find a guy and they'll try to mold that guy to fit what they want, even though that guy's not naturally that way. And only soft and broken men looking at you, looking at you. What is his goddamn name? I had his name in my head. The one that married Meghan Markle, the one that whenever he's away from Meghan Markle, Harry. Whenever Harry's away from Meghan Markle, he's one of the dudes. The second he goes back around her, he has to tuck his dick between his legs. That dude, yeah. Balls hanging out from both sides, looking like a bikini. That dude, yeah. Them type of dudes. Don't underestimate it, because they're looking at these young boys, and these young boys probably got them traits that they like, and they just go, I'm gonna mold him. I'm not surprised by this. Enjoying each other. A man can't get it up unless it's pleasurable. She did not force a young man to do it. And where are the parents? Guilty of child neglect. Parents could have been completely out of the loop. What are you talking about? My kind of woman. If she wanted to cheat, I doubt she would have had trouble finding a willing adult. And then the kid dumps her. No way that would happen. This story smells fishy. No 15-year-old kid speaks like those text messages. You'd be surprised at. Are you kidding me? We don't even know what these kids speak like. They over here talk about skibbity and sigma. What are you talking about? I know I was capable of speaking some crazy shit when I was 15. So I don't know. I think that's stupid. But if she wanted to cheat, absolutely, she could have had any guy that she wanted if she wanted to cheat. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. She is an attractive woman. That's not a lie. I hope no one's mad at me for saying that. She is attractive. Every other day, there is these horrific incidents of adult females molesting or raping boys as young as 13, 14, 15 years old. But there is not nearly as much outrage with this as there is if a teacher is supportive of a gay student or a book being available in a library to a middle school. A middle schooler dealing with their orientation. Those things bring parents to school board meetings and cause tons of outrage online. But for some reason, those same people turn a blind eye to this, and some even celebrate it, wishing it was their teachers. Why such hypocrisy? Just sick. Well, Jimenez Benz, I don't know if this is slight projection, but we're going to take the stance of slight projection because I'm not going to negotiate with evil. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that there is not that it is the same outrage. However, there is a difference between knowing it exists and coexisting somewhat with it and promoting it. If I wasn't a father and I was coming home and my son had a girl in his room, or I sensed it, or my daughter had a guy in her room, and I sensed it, I would say, "Hey, what's going on? I'm going to the store real quick. I'll be back in 5 minutes. You want something from the store? Yada yada yada." After those 5 minutes that I come back in that house, everything is off limits if that person is still in that house. And then I'm gonna have that conversation with my 15-year-old, 16-year-old. But when you sit there and you try to make it the same as, again, it is wrong. It is terrible. But it is a difference when these teachers are, again, a teacher can be supportive of a kid being gay, but these teachers are promoting sexuality on these kids who probably did not ask for it. Again, we know that these young kids is fucking because I was fucking when I was younger. Most kids are fucking when they're younger. But as adults, as parents, we put a stop to it. As parents, as adults, we know it, but we don't sit there and promote it. That's what we do as adults. There needs to be structure. So this is not the same. Sorry, not sorry. We don't negotiate with evil. And just for that, the lady who brought this to my attention, you know who you are. Thank you for bringing this story to my attention. Now you owe me another dog. So you owe me 15 dogs. Now you owe me 16. Two for your mistakes through proxy. I'm having a difficult time. I'm sorry, no 15-year-old is going to complain about this. I mean, just look at the so called perpetrator. Unless a 15-year-old is part of the LGBT. Oh, so you're attacking his sexuality? You're attacking this boy's sexuality. Why is it that boy sexuality is so under attack by all sides, dude? What is this? I'm having a difficult time believing a 13, 15-year-old boy wrote this. It's so passionate, it's so intimate, it's so perfect. Yeah, he's probably imitating the person who's talking, who's looking for an emotional connection. People do it all the time. I think this sort of thing has been going on forever. It is only now, with the evidence of cell phones and people too stupid not to put their stupid misdeeds in writing, that we can read about it all the time. Absolutely, absolutely. Again, I ain't mad that you naughty. Well, in this case, it's still wrong. I ain't mad that you naughty because we know it exists. I'm just mad you sloppy. And in that case, it's the boy's fault. It's the boy's fault. But then again, the boy did dump her. Again, my dude, you dumped her. Why did you keep the text messages? Well, maybe he didn't know that they were in the cloud. Maybe he didn't know they were in the cloud. You know? I'm lucky I learned my lesson a long time ago. I had a journal dog, and I remember I was messing with some chick when I was much, much younger. And my mother found out because my mother came to me and she got real mad because she thought I was doing it with the girl next door, my neighbor. And it wasn't even my neighbor. It wasn't even my neighbor. But that day that shit went down, and she was like, "Who is it?" And I was like, "You'll never find it. You'll never find it. You'll never." That was perhaps one of the first times I defied my mother, even when I got a beating. I got a beaten boy. I was so proud of myself. I was so proud of myself. And I was mad at my mom at the time. I was so proud of myself. This is fucked up. I know it's fucked up. Listen, because I felt like as though I was betrayed. You going through my, what are you doing going through my journal instead of talking to me like a mother should? You weirdo. I remember I had booty butt cheek naked getting beat with a belt. Talking about you'll never find it. Anyway, my skin didn't crawl, but my stomach turned. Yeah, my skin didn't crawl because we know that this shit exists. And it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And again, let's just be real here. Why not just wait until he's older? You already know you don't care about the guy that you with. You married, but then again, you married him. At some point, this was gonna. This is the thing that kind of kills me, right? She knew she liked this younger boy. You don't even groom properly, dog. Like, here's my thing. If I know that there's a girl who's 17 and I see her and I like her or some shit like this, or 16 or whatever the fuck like this, why not wait until they're of legal age in whatever state you're in? You can't control yourself? Or is it really just a physical thing? Oh, well, then again, you know what it is? It is an emotional thing for women. Never mind. For many women. Okay, never mind. Anyway, my name is Jason. If you would like to follow my content and like to see more of my stuff, I actually do have a Twitter page, or X page, formerly known as Twitter. Go look up the Inquisitor X, Inquisitor X. You should know when you find me because it is a pretty new page. I have no follow. I have one follower, one follower. If you want to interact with me, go check me out on there. But as always, my name is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I am just a man trying to make common sense, trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.